Call to order the meeting of the Butler County Commissioners. We can get our solicitor and our sheriff in their spots. Would you please rise for a moment of silent prayer, followed by the pledge of allegiance to our flag. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Any public comment?
There are none signed up for public comment this morning.
Okay, moving on to the minutes. We have minutes from our October 19th and October 21st meeting. I believe there's a correction.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
One of those minutes.
In the minutes for Wednesday, October 21st, the public meeting, under public comment, there is a line that states that Commissioner Jim Eckstein spoke about allegations against him in Commonwealth Court. The correction is that Commonwealth Court should be the court of common pleas. So we would like your approval of the minutes with that correction.
So moved.
I will second the motion. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Proclamations?
We have one this morning, sir.
Okay.
In recognition of National Adoption Month in Butler County, November 4th, 2015. Whereas all children deserve strong families who are there to protect and love them. Every year, thousands of Americans extend the gift of family to a child through adoption. During National Adoption Month, we recognize the compassion of adoptive and foster families and renew our pledge to finding loving and stable homes for children in need. And whereas today more than 14,000 children remain in foster care in Pennsylvania, finding families is the goal for waiting children in Butler County. Many of these children are brothers and sisters who want to grow up together. And whereas currently Pennsylvania has over 2,500 children waiting for an adoptive family to be identified. In 2014, over 1,000 children from foster care were adopted in Pennsylvania. And whereas every child deserves a place to call home, National Adoption Month is an opportunity to spread awareness on behalf of the children in Butler County who are waiting for a loving family. Now therefore, we, the Butler County Board of Commissioners, do hereby proclaim the month of November officially National Adoption Month in Butler County. In honor of National Adoption Month, we encourage the community, businesses, groups, schools, faith-based organizations, and families to help secure permanent, loving homes for each and every child in Butler County, regardless of race, age, gender, health, emotional, or behavioral challenges, and past distress. And here to accept the proclamation are Nicole Burdett and Beth Culley from the Children and Youth Agency.
Thank you, girls, for all you do. And you'd like to speak, we'd like you to.
Thank you very
you.
much.
Nice to see you. Thank you.
Right over there and say whatever's on your mind.
This is an event that we're very excited to host every year. We look forward to it every year. This year we're going to have between 20 and 25 children being adopted by their forever families. So we just want to thank everyone in Butler County that supported this event, all of our sponsors that have donated, all of our service providers that make it possible, caseworkers, and most importantly, the foster, kinship, and adoptive families. Thank you.
Do we have a need for more of these families?
Absolutely. We're definitely in need of foster parents, so you can always contact our agency and Family Pathways, Bear Foundation, a bunch of families, but they can always contact us. We're always in need of foster families.
Want to give me your phone number?
Yes. Children use phone number 724-284-5156. And Family Pathways is 724-284-9440, and Bear Foundation is 724-946-2220.
Well, you're good.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Do we have any old business?
None, sir.
And new business?
Under new business, the first item is the coroner's office, and the coroner is asking to have your approval to amend the existing forensic services agreements with pathologists Dr. Todd M. Lukasevich, Dr. Leon Rosen, and Dr. A. Shakir for autopsies and related services, subject to solicitor review. The amendment is effective November 1st, 2015, and it increases the fee for each autopsy and protocol from $800 to $900. We ask your approval.
I'll make the motion.
I will second it, and this is the first increase since, when did the coroner say?
I believe you said,
2006.
yes, sir.
2006, so it's been 9 years since we've had an increase in these, so I think that's very fair. Those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The motion carries.
Next, Coroner Young is asking your approval to amend the existing forensic services agreement with autopsy technician Timothy Mansowich, subject to solicitor review. This amendment is also effective November 1st, and it increases the fee per autopsy from $185 to $200. We ask your approval.
Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I will second it. I believe this has not been increased in the same time period,
That is correct.
2006. Okay. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Next, under the Controller's Office, First Deputy Lisa Hoffman.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning, Lisa.
On behalf of the Controller's Office, I am asking for your approval of a quote from Tyler Technologies for the installation and staff training of the Munis Content Manager SE system in the amount of $42,150, with a recurring yearly maintenance cost of $5,400, for a total of $47,550. I'm asking for your approval.
Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I will second it. I said I wouldn't give you a bad time. Does this replace you, Lisa? This system?
Thank you.
Just kidding. Those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. I just had to say that, Lisa.
Next, under Facilities and Operations, John Campbell.
Morning, Commissioners. First thing I'm going to ask for approval is approval of long-distance bucket agreements for consolidated communications. We've total of 6 of them. There drops the rate down from like 5 cents to 3.5 cents. The only difference is from last year's agreement, we're moving the main billing for the government center from 10,000 minutes to 15,000 minutes. And with it being a 2-year contract, we're also getting a 1.5% discount on all of our phone lines throughout the county. So you call our ID, like $2, we get $1 for 1.5% discount on everything.
I'll make the motion.
I will second it. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, John, for working on that.
Second thing I have for you is change orders for the government center annex. The first one is PCO FPC 2. Revisions were in 116, 136, 137. Add sprinkler heads in the amount of $994.75. Ask for your approval.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Second one would be PCO FPC 5, credit for missed sleeves and non-rated walls as an A duct in the amount of $1,750.
I'll make the motion.
I will second it. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
PCO FPC 9, fire pump panel relocation in the amount of $1,330.55. This was due to workspace in front of it. We need the 3-foot clearance to work on it. After you,
I'll make the motion.
I will second it. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
PCO HC 6. This is for the judicial condensing drains on the rooftop units for the amount of $1,017. The old ones come out the side with the new units. They dropped out the bottom. They needed piped out from the unit out through the raised platform so we could drain onto the roof.
Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it. John, is that just in this building here?
Yeah, there was 3 drains just in this building.
And we replaced the one in the old building too. Were they okay? Didn't we replace that air handler also?
That was in the chiller units in the
Yeah.
warehouse. We did that ourselves in the house.
Good, thank you. Those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, the motion carries.
Last thing I'll be asking for approval on is the emergency load response for capacity and energy for the government center and the prison. This runs from 6/1/16 to 5/31/19, 3 years. No fee to the county. The first year we would get back $12,797. The second year we would get back $14,307. The third year we would get back $20,320. We did this contract earlier this year, before we got switched over to the annex. They changed my account numbers. There's one reason I'm asking for approval again today, and PGM set the demand rate. So we got the option for the third year. It's pretty high.
Okay,
I'll make the motion.
I will second it. Those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. The motion passes.
Permission to be excused.
You're excused.
Thank you.
Anybody have any questions? John?
Keep saving us money, John.
Next, under recycling and waste management, Cheryl Kelly.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning, Cheryl.
Today I'm asking for your permission to apply for a Section 902 grant. This is for recycling equipment for the Blind Association, and it will be used for their out-of-site shredding, paper shredding business. The amount of the grant won't exceed $250,000. I think the actual amount we're going to end up with is about $215,000 once we get everything worked out. This is going to be for a 40 horsepower paper shredder and baler with conveyors, a small box truck for collections, containers with locks, signs for those containers, and tracking devices for the containers. There's a 10% match for this grant, and that would be made by the Blind Association either with cash, or we're trying to work with them to try and find another way to make that match. And if the application is successful, ownership of the equipment has to be maintained by a municipality, so it would be maintained by the county, but we will have a cooperation agreement with them, so that liability and maintenance costs will become a part of the Blind Association. And I think that's it. I ask for your approval.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it. Cheryl, would you just tell the people what this organization is, this shredding organization? Probably people don't realize what the Blind Association does to raise money.
They are operating a paper collection, a secure document shredding business, and what they do is they get contracts just like other businesses, and they will come out and take your secure documents, shred them, and then the paper's recycled. And they're using a couple of haulers that I'm aware of, or not haulers, but the end businesses that do the recycling. So very much operate like a private business, but they are a nonprofit.
Thank you, Cheryl.
I went through the attic a month or two ago, and we cleaned out all the old bills and all that kind of stuff, and I took it down to the Blind Association. They put it in a lock thing, and then they shredded it, and it cost me like $18. I mean, it's a way to get rid of all those documents in the proper manner, and they do a really, really nice job. And it helps the Blind Association, and they really need all the help they can get for their clients. So.
And I'm glad you mentioned that, because I was not aware that they were doing that kind of shredding for private individuals. So anybody who has documents at home that they would like shredded, like you said, you just call them up and they will handle it for you.
Those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The motion passes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Next, under Area Agency on Aging, Billy Joe Edwards.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning,
Good
Billy
morning.
Joe.
This morning, the Agency on Aging has 2 items for you. One is the ratification of the approval to renew a contract with Avila Virtual Services for the agency's iCloud accounting software. The current term of the agreement is September 18, 2015, and it runs through September 17, 2016, with an automatic renewal every year thereafter. There is no price increase for 15-16, and no county funds are involved.
I'll make the motion.
I will second it. Those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, no. The motion passes.
And the second item for today is the ratification of the approval to renew a contract with Nutrition Group, doing business as Pittsburgh Companies North for our nutrition services. The terms of this agreement is July 1st, 2015 through June 30th, 2016. There's no price increase for 2015 through 2016, and no county funds are involved. And this is for our home delivered meals, our congregate meals, our snowy day boxes, our hot weather boxes that go out to individuals in the community.
This is the meals at the senior center.
Correct.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second the motion. Those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The motion is carried.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thanks, Georgia.
Under Commissioners, we're asking your approval to renew the county's medical insurance with Highmark at a 4% increase for 2016 and a guaranteed rate increase for 2017 not to exceed 9%. We ask your approval.
I'll make that motion.
I will second it. Those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, the motion passes.
And in related action, we're asking for your approval to renew the county's dental insurance at a 6% increase for 2016.
I'll make the motion.
I will second it. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, no. The motion passes.
That's all for new business.
All right, do we have a motion to approve the budgetary transfers?
So moved.
I will second it. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? The motion passes. Approval of new hires.
So moved.
I will second it. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The motion passes. A motion to approve the travel requests.
So moved.
I will second that. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The motion passes. Is there a motion to approve the requisitions?
So moved.
I will second it. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The motion passes. Is there a motion to approve the check register?
So moved.
I will second it. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passed. Opposed? The motion passes. All right. John,
Nothing today.
nothing today. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I will second it.